It is terrifying. I'm going to show you this absolutely ridiculous trick to make very creative reverbs out of random sound effects that you can find on the internet. You can even record your own sound effects if you have a microphone or with your cell phone. You can do something super unique with your music by loading in these random files right into an impulse loader. This is going to be a really interesting video, and I think it's going to give you a new toolkit that you can use for making awesome sounding music. Let's do something fun, shall we? This is a website where you could download a ton of different sound effects. So let's go and find some random samples on here to then load into an impulse loader to make some very creative reverb effects. Okay, we can drop a brick. Let's download that bad boy. What else do we got on here? Something looks short. Okay, we could try that one. All right, we're gonna make a burp reverb. Can we do it? Yes, we can. What else do we got? Yeah, that sounds interesting. Download that bad boy. This is gonna be ridiculous, guys. That is terrible. Let's try the old ray gun. Ray gun reverb. That sounds catchy. Let's just jump to page 582 and see what we got here. All right, that's what we're gonna do. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to download that, because why not? Wow. How about a creaking reverb? Like a chair, like a door creak. That's a good one. Let's grab that one. Let's do an explosion. That one's pretty gnarly. All right, we should have enough. And you know what? Just to be funny, I'm going to record my own sound effect. I'm just going to make a sound. So excuse me a second. Bah! That is going to be our impulse response. Bah! Save this. I'm going to export it as a WAV file. So I'm just going to say this as blah. Now, the next step is to take these files that we've downloaded or sounds that we've recorded ourselves and load it into what's called an impulse response loader. Now, this is not typically what you're supposed to do, but guess what? These plugins are dumb and they're going to load the file anyways, but that's where things get crazy. Because we are feeding this plugin with something it's not normally expecting, it's going to give us like a chaotic or unexpected result. So check it out. We're going to start with, we'll just use like Waves IR1. The song I'm using is called The Beginning by a band called Demoralized. So if you like this, I have links to all their stuff in the description. Let's load in a random file. So we'll click here, go to import IR, which is .wav file, which is what we want. And we'll load in my sound effect. Now, because I recorded a mono wave file, it didn't really know what to do because it's expecting 2 channels. What it's doing is just basically duplicating that channel. So if you record your own wave files or sounds, you're gonna wanna make sure it's a stereo format. But this will still work. It's loaded my crazy sound as an impulse response, which is ridiculous. Now, I'm just going to bypass this so you can hear what the vocals sound like without any of this new crazy reverb that we just made.
Ready to die, I hear the cry.
Perfect. Let's see what this sounds like. I am so excited. So I'm going to set the wet dry to 50%. Here we go. Let's dial this back a little bit, see if it's usable. The cool thing about IR1 is that we can actually adjust a lot of the parameters of this impulse response. So we can change the envelope start time. So we can move it a little bit into the impulse file. And let's change the length. We'll make it a little bit shorter. It's just going to make this a little bit more reasonable for a reverb. So maybe we can go a little bit farther. Yeah, like that. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh, it sounds just so crazy. We can double click on this and add a gain envelope, which allows us to maybe fade out the reverb a little bit earlier than it normally would.
Takes off my destiny, wielding the power of primeval beings.
Let's do some of these other crazy effects that we downloaded. All right, so let's load in that creaking door. This could be ridiculous. All right, let's see what it sounds like. It is terrifying. Oh my. Let's clean this up a little bit because that's really scary. I'm gonna have nightmares from this reverb. So let's change the start time even more. Let's get above that creaky part and get it to the groany part of the reverb, if that makes any sense.
Must face what fate will bring.
Hey, that's actually usable.
Wielding the power of primeval beings.
Let's extend this a little bit.
Forgotten voices speak to me.
Hey, okay. It almost has like a reverse reverb sound. So let's put it in the mix, see what it sounds like.
Into his eyes, a heaven's fire.
It just sounds like the singer is singing in a bathroom. All right, let's try some of these other sounds that we found. Again, let's just do a full reset, and we're gonna do the heavy punch sound. So let's see what this sounds like. It kind of sounds cool, but we can clean it up using this dampening feature. We can just carve out all the mud. So I hear a lot of the mud right around here. I love the tail on this one.
The sky turns black.
By dialing this back, we can tighten it up a little bit.
I hear the cry. The sky turns black.
That one is awesome. I don't know about you, but I'm saving this preset. I want to hear it in the mix.
Into his eyes, a heaven's fire.
That is a very cool accident. Let's do one more. What about the short horn? Let's just do that one. Okay, so this is... Whoa, watch out for that. So we have the horn. Let's see what it sounds like. Every time he talks, it's like some angry driver honks their horn at him. You can definitely hear the horn in the reverb. By creating these really interesting sound effects or generating your own reverbs with sounds that you've recorded, it's going to give your music a sonic fingerprint that is totally unique to your style. So I hope this video inspires you to get a little bit creative, get out of your comfort zone. Try doing some really random things with plugins that you might already have. Now, if you're looking for a free impulse response loader, I have a guide in the description that has all of my favorite free plugins, and I have a bunch of them listed in there. So go and grab that if you're interested. It's not going to have all the features that Waves IR1 has, but it'll get you started so you can start experimenting with your music. My name is Bobby Balo. I'm the mixing and mastering engineer at Raytown Productions, and I'll see you in another video.